nice to have you here. And so I'm curious about what's your inspirations for starting off children's book.
Oh, you mean long ago?
Yeah.
When I started doing books, I think it was because my daughter was picture book age, and so I was doing stories and reading stories and thinking about how to write a story, and but it took a lot longer than that to get a finished book. In fact, she was probably about 10 when my first book came out.
So it was, if so for young people who trying to get into this, starting their career, how was it difficult? Was the process how to reaching out to the publisher? And
I took a course. We were living in Berkeley, California, and I took a course at their extension called Writing for Children, and it was, so that went on for about 6 to 8 weeks, and then we started meeting in the teacher's home, and she was an editor from, or had been an editor at Harvard, and so we continued, and I was doing books, and other people were doing books, or we were writing stories, and so it was like having a critique group with an editor who was looking at all our work. And so then, when we moved to Vermont, I asked her, who should I talk to? And the name she gave me was Jim Giblin at Clarion Books, which was then part of Houghton Mifflin. And she'd met him on a trip to Cuba, and she said, he's just crazy enough to like your work, which is sort of a backhanded compliment. And so that was August, and we were of 81, and we were in the process of moving, and everything was in a truck, and we didn't know where we were moving to. And I called him, and unbelievably he answered the phone. It was summer, August, when everybody's taking vacation, except he was in the office, and we set up an appointment. I went in to see him, and he liked the books a lot, and he bought Henry and the Red Stripes right on the spot, which was fairly unusual. And I also had Mr. Murphy's Marvelous Invention, which I don't think I put that up here.
No.
And he said he'd like to take an option on that. But I said I've set up appointments with all these other folks, so I'd like to have something to show them rather than going and saying, this is sold, but I'd like to talk to you anyway. It's sort of odd. But anyhow,